Hey guys, welcome to another episode of News on Rides, and I have another product review for you. Another product quick look, I should say, because I haven't really had a lot of experience with this. I haven't, so I want to tell you up front that this is less of a review and more of a first impression kind of a thing. So take everything I say with a grain of salt or whatever. But this is a knife, a new knife company made by a flashlight company. A flashlight company branched out, and now they are making knives. A knife manufacturer, and it's pronounced RUIKE. It's R-U-I-K-E. I don't know what in the hell they were thinking. That doesn't spell rake in any configuration that I know of. So. But it is pronounced rake. I have verified that. Company that branched out, the flashlight company that branched out to make knives is Phoenix. The Phoenix flashlight. If you ever owned a Phoenix flashlight and you liked it, well, they're making knives now. Now, this knife is made in China. Now, I know a lot of times we attach a stigmatism to products made in China, and I think that that's largely due from past experiences. It used to mean that, cheaply made junk, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Man, why am I not? This is stuck in here, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you what it kind of came with. I had this tag right here, and it was attached to the knife. And this model, I guess they're making I should have turned my phone off as well. Always forget to do that. Security cameras are going off. Yeah, they make all kinds of different kinds of knives now, man. It's pretty cool. And this model number for this knife is let me see, it was on here. It was on the blade. It's the P108SF. Let's see, is that on here? Yeah, right here. The P108SF. And they make it in a black and stainless like you see here. Okay, now let's talk about this bad boy. I pulled this out of the box, and I cannot express to you enough how impressed I am with this knife. Like, I'm blown away. I cannot believe what I paid for this knife and what it cost. I mean what I paid for it, and the quality of this knife is it just blows me away. The action on it is smooth as glass, man. I mean, this knife, I have knives that cost significantly more than this knife, and they are not this good. If you don't I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe how good this knife is. The steel is 14 C28N. That's a what is that? A Swiss-made steel. I'm not like a knife expert. Slavic. It's a Slavic steel. Is that correct? Anyway, don't quote me on anything I'm saying. I'm probably making all this up. But it's a relatively newer steel, and it's got really high rust resistance. It holds a really good edge, and from what I'm reading online, this is considered the best budget steel that you can get right now. That this is some of the best budget steel that you can get, and I can see why people are saying that. This is really an amazing blade for what it is. I mean, it's awesome. It's got kind of a swedge towards the top here. It's a long, skinny knife. It carries in the pocket real deep. Like you put this in your pocket, this pocket clip right here is a real deep pocket clip. It's super comfortable. It's got an extra lock right here, like if you're going crazy. I don't know. This seems to be a solution to a problem that we never even had, but whatever. It kind of you know, also is you know, an over travel, a lock over travel. But if you push this lock forward, it locks the you know, the blade lock to where you can't unlock the blade. Just as a safety precaution, I guess, like if you were going hog wild on some boxes or something, or you know, you need to defend yourself against a herd of pigs or whatever it is, and you wanted to lock that blade to make sure it didn't come unlocked, you have that option with this bad boy. Now this is one hell of a slicer. I was slicing some bell peppers for my guinea pigs earlier, and this thing, I mean, dude, comes from the factory, razor sharp. I don't know if you guys can make this out because I don't have the best kind of cameras for this, but I shaved my arm right here bald. I mean, completely bald with this knife when I pulled it out of the box, and I was like, holy crap. I mean, it hasn't even grown back. That was like 3 days ago, and my hair hasn't even grown back. It's and I can't say enough about this knife, man. Let's see what else. You know, what else about it? I mean, it looks awesome. This the outer scales of the outer frame is stainless. It's a frame lock. The centering is, oh my god. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not like 100% perfect centered, but I mean, you'd have to like super look at this thing close. Let me see if I can show you guys. But the centering is crazy close to perfect. I don't know. I don't know if you want to call that perfect or not. I don't, you know, my eyes are older these days. Maybe that is perfect. It looks like it's slightly, like ever so slightly to the left, but I don't even know if I'm seeing that correctly. That's lined up perfectly. Normally you don't see that kind of thing from a cheap knife. Well, not cheap knife, from an inexpensive knife. It's got ball bearing action. I mean, it just flips out fast and smooth as glass, man. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable. So anyway, if you guys are in the market for a badass everyday carry knife, I really think that you'd really be hard pressed to find a better one. Now, in the past, in the recent past, as a matter of fact, Ganzo had the budget market cornered. Like all of their knives were, I think, by and large, most people would think that they were a smoking deal, and they were, you know, really had the budget market hammered and locked down. But this knife kills every Ganzo knife I've ever seen. I mean, this knife here mud stomps all the Ganzo knives I have. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Can't say enough about it. I got another one coming from another manufacturer that's also supposed to be extremely highly rated in D2 steel. So I got one of those on the way. It's on a slow boat from China. I don't know when it's going to be here. You know how that goes when you order something direct from China. But it's supposed to be a highly rated knife with D2 steel, and we'll find out if that thing's worth the crap or not when it gets here. But rated really highly. But I'll post a link in the description to an affiliate link on Amazon if you want to check one of these out. I really highly suggest it. I don't think you're going to go wrong. I love this knife. I can't believe how much I love this knife. I mean, it's really something. I mean, this is a cutting tool. I mean, there's nothing extra or super fancy. It's not like a work of art, like, you know how some knives are just flat out just a work of art. This isn't that. This is a very useful cutting tool. It's got quality steel. I believe that it's actually got the steel that it claims that it does. Man, you know, I just read recently that they're using this steel now in chef knives. You know, that they're using. I think Mora. If you're familiar with Mora knives, their chef knives are made out of this steel as well. It's really awesome steel, man. You know, for budget stuff. I mean, there are super steels, you know, but as far as steels that the average guy can afford, this is something, man. Anyway, enough, man. Enough just falling all over this this knife here. I really, you guys got to get one of these, man. And post in the comments if you have one or you have another rake knife. I mean, because this thing is bad to the bone. I think I'm going to start collecting these. You know, they have about, I don't know, let's see here. That looks like they've got about 10 or 12 knives or something like that already out. And I think I got to have every one of them, man. That's how much I like this knife. All right, guys, link in the description. And we'll catch you on the next video. And yeah, hurry, get one of these before the price goes up on this thing. I just can't believe that they're not gonna hike the price of this knife up sooner or later, man. Better get one while you can. Talk at you guys later. On and in.